There we go. Hey guys. Sorry. Doing a number of tests today. I'm hooked up to my cell phone. Hold on, let me get out of here. I'm hooked up to my cell phone with earbuds and a microphone inside, listening to music and charging the phone at the same time. I want to see how that thing's going to work. And then I figured I got to take a ride up to go take some information off of a Zodiac we use for search and rescue. I need to repair that. So I figured I'd do a quick video. I don't know if you can hear the music while I'm talking, and I don't know how loud I'm talking because I've got earbuds going with right now Garth Brooks blaring in my head. So we'll see how it works. I don't have a real subject to talk about today. I don't have much to really go on. I've been busy working and watching videos. It's getting to the point now where I turn the TV off after, the kids watch their shows before they go to bed. And it used to be I'd sit down at TV and I just veg and not do anything but watch TV and surf the internet. And now I'm to the point where I'm shutting the TV off so that I can look at videos. I'm actually enjoying it more. I'm actually getting something out of it. A lot of the videos I get, you pick up a little helpful hint here, helpful hint there. Or it's just mindless entertainment. Watch Deep Fried King, get mindless entertainment, some instructions on how to cook, dancing lessons when he gets a hog, get a little bit of everything. So you got that, and then DNA Hog Hunter, he's always teaching you something, whether it's how to catch a bunch of little pocket pigs or how to be an ethical hunter and let a bunch go after you've taken your one, because really, how many pocket pigs can you eat? And then you got a bunch of the KLR guys, motorcycle vloggers. They're always showing you something they're doing to their bike, like I was. And I'm still not done with the bike. You can see I don't have anything here yet. I'm still waiting to get them in the mail. And I'm just kind of up in the air as to what kind of mounts I want, and also which GPS I'm going to use. I forgot. Oh, I'm going this way. I forgot who it was who made a comment about all my stuff that maybe I want to go lighter. And forgive me if I forget who you are. I don't know if it was KLR Sarge or somebody else. But I am gonna try to drop down my load. I mean, really, I don't need all the junk that I'm taking. And even my clothes, I think I'm taking too much. Because I'm not going out to be stylish, I'm going to ride. So if I only had, 2 pair of riding pants and a couple of changes and shirts and 2 pairs of drawers, that's really all I need. And my camping gear is kind of as basic as I can get it down to. But I think I can make it small, make it a little bit less. So I do listen to the comments. And you know what? I forgot to put my gloves on. They're sitting right there. Pull into the Lowe's parking lot. Get my gloves on. You don't notice it till you start going and you're wondering why you got a little chill. So anyways, so I've been doing that. It's funny, I never really expected to get that hooked into the whole YouTube thing, but I'm really getting hooked in. And I watch everything that anybody who I subscribe to, I watch everything you put up. And while I may not comment on everything, because sometimes I just don't have anything to say about it. If I like it, I like it. I'll never put, dislike. There's just no reason for that. I mean, you either like it or you don't. And you don't like it, you don't have to tell anybody. So that's about that. Oh, I did watch one. I watched NT8 did an On the Porch segment about the Scalia Q2. I think it's Scalia. I don't know how to say it. The Bluetooth bike-to-bike communication system for the helmet. And he says he got it on special for like 89 bucks at Motorcycle Superstore. And I got to look that up because it's only 89 bucks and it can get my phone and get the music off my phone and the nav system off my phone in it. It might be worth the money because these earbuds I'm already feeling are not going to be all that comfortable after a few hours on the bike. And the sound quality sucks. I'm listening to Jimi Hendrix and it sounds like he's in a tin can. So this might be a fail. We'll have to see. What I'll have to do after is when I stop, I'll pull over and make a phone call to the house and see how that sounds, because if the sound is not good here, the way it is in the music, and the sound quality and voice quality is not good on the phone portion, then I'm going to shit can these $10 pair of earbuds and do something else. So we will see. And I might actually have the money in, because I was gonna put a GPS mount here, and I just got software to put on my I think it's a Garmin or Magellan. It's a Magellan 60 CSX that I can put all the road maps on. And if it'll do that, I might take that versus my E-Trex or my Explorer. But if I don't do either of those, then I'll have my phone mount. I'll have a universal mount to put something on. I'll have a camera mount. And then my 12 volt, which I'm going back to KLR Dash, and I'm going to get the one that he has listed. I'll just buy that one and put that on, because I'm really not finding anything that's that great. I mean, the one I have here works, and I don't want to move it from where it is. I like it where it is. I want to have two, because at any time I could need to charge two different things. So there's that. I tell you, I wanted to have a good, nice, fun ride, and it's traffic. I gotta stop getting on this road at 5 o'clock. So there's that. I think what I'll do, I wasn't planning on doing this, but I might as well give it a shot. Accidental Broadcast is doing a contest of, what is your worst cry you've ever had and the best laugh you've ever had. And I was watching some of the replies. I'm like, I'm not doing that. That's just not me. But while I'm chit-chatting here and going on, it's kind of nice to just open up and vent a little. All right, what are you doing there, pal? You don't know? I don't know. To open up to people you don't know, because there's really no judgment. I mean, it's not like you, for the most part, are going to see each other, unless we do meetups. But it's also venting it to people who don't know your circumstance, who may be more understanding, or who may appreciate the laugh part better. Yeah, who knows. But the worst time I ever cried I was home on leave. My mother was sick. I think I was 22. I was home on leave from the Marine Corps because my mom had been home from the hospital, kind of like hospice-y type of thing, because she had Hodgkin's. And make for mines. And I'd been home for a week, you know, helping out around the house, trying to take some pressure off my kid brothers and sisters, and kind of snapped. And my mom told me, "Yeah, you got to get out of here. You know, we'll take your motorcycle down to your uncle's on the shore." At the time, I was riding a DT 125, so I took off for the day. Ended up spending the night, and that next afternoon, I got a phone call that, you know, something happened to my mom. She stopped breathing, and I needed to get home. And it's about a 45-minute drive. I hopped on my motorcycle, and I'm hauling ass on a little 125 going up Interstate 91. I had this thing tacked out, and my uncle caught up with me, and I got into his car, and we were flying up trying to find out where my mom was at. State police were looking for us because they were concerned about a despondent individual on a motorcycle. So anyways, I found out she was at a hospital. By the time I got to the hospital, she had passed. And I kind of lost my mind. You know, I was supposed to be there, and I couldn't, and I was keeping it together. And I got to Manchester Hospital, where they had her body. And the doctor, you know, came to me and said, "Oh, you can't see her right now. We'll get her cleaned up." And I told him, I said, "Excuse me, sir. My mother's in there. If you get in my way, I will probably hurt you. So just get out of my way." Got out of my way, and the nurse got out of my way, and I went and saw my mom. And I bawled. And I think it was just a shock of your mother passing, but also massive guilt at the time that I wasn't there doing my job. So that was like the worst cry I've ever had. Now, on the reverse, one of the best laughs I've ever had was caused by my youngest daughter, Anna. And I wasn't there to see it. I got it from my wife, but I got home, and she was like 3, I think, at the time. And my wife says to me, "Oh, guess what your lovely youngest daughter had said today?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Well, what did she say?" So my wife proceeds to tell me, "What's Anna sitting right there?" Because Anna doesn't know what she did. So my wife tells me, "Yeah, your daughter was looking for her book," couldn't tell you which book, in the book box, and she's throwing books left and right, and she says, "Where's that fucking book?" Which doesn't seem funny, but coming out of this sweet little kid, I could only imagine her saying this and throwing books. And I turned to Anna, and I asked her. She's like, "Yeah, I said that word," and I could not stop laughing, because you look at this little angel, and she repeats what she hears Daddy say all the time. I'm always dropping the F-bomb, and I know I shouldn't, but man, I about pissed my pants. And my wife, "What the hell are you doing, lady? You see me?" Sorry. Yeah, I just could not stop laughing. I mean, I laugh hard all the time. I don't have any problems busting out laughing, but that was one of the best laughs I've had. I've had lots of other laughs as good, I think, before and since, but that's my most memorable laugh. My potty mouth angel looking for her effing book. It was priceless. I wish I could have seen it, but she's dropped it once around me too, and I laughed, but not as hard because it was already happened. But those are my 2 stories. They're not exciting, they're not extraordinary, but they're mine. Looking to get on the Merritt Parkway again. So I'll submit this and see what happens. And we'll see how traffic is up here. I'm fogging up, I can tell, sorry. Alright, well, I've been this route before, so once I get up to speed, I'm gonna shut you off. So, we'll see what happens. The bike sounds really weird with earbuds on. It sounds like it's idling so much lower than it really is. I'm looking at my tach and I'm idling where I'm supposed to be, but it just sounds so much lower. Alright, let's see if I can jump out. Here's a spot. Right there is a spot. And who says a KLR can't get up and move? So, I don't know how the wind noise is, so if I have to cut this short, I'll cut it short after. I don't have a good opportunity to take my hands off the handlebar yet because traffic's picking up, and up here it's probably going to be stop and go. I found something funny the other day when I did my vlog from inside my car, and that is, people get really weird when you're pointing a camera at them. I mean, they didn't. There's some people who gave me the dirtiest look, like, what the hell are you doing with the camera pointing at me? And I'm sure I would do the same thing, like, what the hell are you filming there, buddy? Well, I didn't know what was going on. So, get ready for a blast of wind noise, and then I'm shutting you off. Well, maybe not. That's what I'm talking about. People get just, you know, they don't understand. If you take your foot off the gas, the car slows down. I know it's a new concept. People drive gas brake, gas brake, gas brake. Like, that's the only thing you can do. Take your foot off and coast a little. So, alright, I'm signing off. Big blast of wind noise, and then hopefully it shuts off. See ya.